Headlines first. Union Home Minister Amit Shah highlights Prime Minister Modi's resolve in response to terrorist attack during special discussion on Operation Sindoor. National Education Policy 2020 impacts positive changes in Meghalaya. Academicians hails NEP 2020 as harbinger of change. Meghalaya's Nomiwell Memorial School, named Best Prime Minister Modi's Shri School, stands out for its exemplary report and commitment to educational transformation. And NGT constituted district-level task force confirms illegal minor mineral mining at MEGHALAYA at New Shillong Township. The news in detail. Lok Sabha today resumed special discussion on Operation Sindoor. Participating in the discussion, Home Minister Amit Shah said innocent tourists were brutally killed in front of the family members in the Pahalgam terror attack. He stated that Prime Minister Narendra Modi acted with unwavering resolve in response and authorized Operation Sindoor. He emphasized that security forces were instructed not to allow terrorists responsible for the Pahalgam attack to leave the country. He hailed the country's armed forces, saying they eliminated the terrorists and dismantled their camps with surgical precision.
पहलगांव में निर्दोष यात्रियों की नृशंस हत्या पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादियों के द्वारा जो की गई और उसके जवाब में देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दृढ़ इच्छा शक्ति का परिचय कराते हुए ऑपरेशन सिंदूर की सेना को परमिशन दी और हमारे वीर जवानों ने सटीकता बहादुरी के साथ पाक स्थित आतंकवादी अड्डों को चूर-चूर करने का काम किया.
The National Education Policy, which was rolled out with an idea of overhauling of education system in India, has completed its 5 years of existence, and over these 5 years, the policy has started to show its positive impact on the ground. DD News spoke to Associate Professor of Department of Philosophy, NEHU, Dr. Prasanjit Biswas, who has observed that the policy is creating positive impact as institutions have become more accommodative. Expressing similar sentiments, Department of Computer Science Samir Gurung HOD observed that the national education policy was definitely rolled out with a great plan, and now its impact will have to be assessed.
Overall, it's a kind of a stride towards building up a stronger educational infrastructure, which will produce a next generation with a multidisciplinary background and which will hone their skills in a manner that they can continuously upskill themselves, adapt to the changing market and the global situation, and also improve on various other counts that requires a proper multidisciplinary setting, which is provided by this new education policy and its infrastructure.
The real impact has to be seen, and once we assess the impact, then we can take a call whether the policy is heading in the right direction or not. But in terms of what it wants to achieve, I think this is a step in the right direction. I think education was due for an overhaul, and hopefully that in future that NEP will have made a positive change.
Meghalaya's Nomiwell Memorial Lower Primary and Upper Primary School from Nongpo, Riboy has been honoured as the Best Prime Minister Shri School in the state during the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam 2025 held at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi, to mark 5 years of the National Education Policy NEP 2020. The event was virtually inaugurated by Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Of the 55 Prime Minister Shri Schools from Meghalaya, Nomiwell Memorial stood out for its exemplary report and commitment to educational transformation. Nongpo MLA Meral Bonsi visited the school to congratulate the faculty and students, commending their efforts in bringing pride to Riboy and the state.
Kani kijingdam jungi matang singir ohangni bangi kenmau bangi dedicate bala plia tu plia yang dihapor Kalau ban dedicate nagam tajing syak select jong kena Nomiwell Secondary School hapo ka PM Shri kum ki sponsoring body kena hikai guna nang kena ngopin syai bai gini sedang hapo PM Shri barabor kalau hak takop kom gidan ki parameter ki batin hak ban fulfill mentai pila yo ke kamera kelas kom tu kinong hikai ni KMC kinong hikai kidan ni bentai kalau pihak ban pendap pihak ban fill pihak ban pak sya po direktorat hasilong nantu di sapha sa sokar pedeng hak wak senang yo sa kiwi pat ki component of work ki ba hap hapo jongka.
The district-level task force, formed under National Green Tribunal directives, has directed to issue orders to shut down the illegal minor mineral mining at Maukasiang New Shillong Township. Following an inspection led by Additional Deputy Commissioner D. Khashing, officials from various departments including Forest, Transport, Pollution Control Board and Mining and Geology, the task force found a rampant illegal boulder mining at an abandoned site in violation to Meghalaya Minor Minerals Concession Rules 2016. The mining had polluted a nearby stream and destroyed a nearby water source due to the use of machines and explosives. North Shillong MLA Adelbert Nongrum on Monday sought clarification from the Education Department regarding the recruitment process of assistant professors and lecturers in government colleges across Meghalaya. Talking to reporters after meeting, Education Department Secretary Swapnil Tembe to seek clarification on the matter, Nongrum said that the recruitment procedure currently being followed does not align with the policy laid out by the Meghalaya Education Recruitment Board, which according to him prescribes a 1:2.5 ratio.
Interview about conduct kerpang na kapantaki lecturer post to many different colleges. Di daerah ni Nongrim ngawan kendu yo nama yo complain ni babur ki candidate kimdon gaji mohon kimdon ka satisfaction mo amar ba kamong transparent bat ka engaging ko akadi bari manong fair and transparent agar recruitment process mo.
Commissioner and Secretary of the Transport Department Sanjay Goyal informed that while there were initial apprehensions to install a vehicle location tracking devices VLTD among taxi operators, many have now come to understand that the system is primarily for the safety of passengers and drivers alike. He informed that while the installation is mandated by the Supreme Court, vendors have already been identified and the rates for installation have been notified. The department does not intend to take a stringent enforcement approach for now, allowing time for vehicle owners to comply.
We have given enough time so that people understand. There are a lot of apprehensions in the mind of public, especially these commercial taxi operators. We have held series of meeting with them and they have understood that what is the reason and purpose of setting up these devices. We have plenty, I think if I remember correctly, maybe around 9 to 10 vendors which we have empaneled. Their rates have been made public, so there is no there is no one person from where they can install. They have the choice, and these vendors have been empaneled keeping in mind their compatibility with the guidelines which have been given. And in the days to come, we will try to enforce it more effectively.
A sudden fire broke out at a Meghalaya Power Distribution Corporation Limited storage facility under the Nongpor division on Monday evening, damaging essential electrical materials meant for a major power infrastructure project. The affected structure was a temporary storage unit housing equipment and materials for the construction of a high-capacity transformer station with a projected load of 132/133 kilovolt. According to preliminary reports, flames from a small controlled fire used at the site unexpectedly spread to the storage facility, which had not been adequately secured against such risks. No injuries or loss of human life were reported. The Reboys People's Council (RBPC) has strongly opposed the intention of the University of Science and Technology Meghalaya USTM to provide shelter and education to displaced families from Assam eviction drive under one of the initiative known as Mission Educational Rehabilitation. The RBPC has submitted a formal letter to the Deputy Commissioner of Reboy, Abhilash Baranwal, urging the district administration not to allow USTM to proceed with such actions under the guise of humanitarian aid through the Mission Educational Rehabilitation Program.
Kum kaseng iyo eka jingtip baka USTM kan ai ya kata ka lat ka kabu na kamenta kita ki baya syakbe na po Assam kepala tip kum ka Mission Rehabilitation Education. Hapo jong ka mission ka USTM ka ERDF kan ai ya kalat ya kita ki longying ki baya syakbe na ketika jaka bakin pulih bakin isyong kinyasa hadu menin mene ka eka bakum kaseng iyo jingtip long ba imat wat ki jaka saru ketika school ba kaladang perkrek mentah. Tikum kaseng nyidap tak jing songkya but on records hakami jong audisi ngiwan ya kebanbu ya ka jingtho ban persya ya ka bakum kini ki jigmut.
The dangerously weak condition of the Risiang Bridge located along the PWD road under Nongstoin Mau 8 has become a major concern for public safety, prompting urgent calls for government intervention. Speaking on behalf of the village, Risiang headman Stephen Marthong expressed grave concern over the rapidly deteriorating state of the bridge. He cautioned that the structure is on the brink of collapse and if left unattended, it could lead to a tragic incident at any moment.
Tengah ong ye pi kum ki briu ki ba hajrong ki ba halong balakum no kumno ki de ban lek klam kloi pan pendap no na ka banta ka ne ka kai se jingking namar hadin habut yo lese ka ne ka jingking udon ubriu ubas new bok yo lese ken hap no nang ne te ka poisha ka jing ju e ka mensem te mano pa puria ya kata enrenga karpat kum ubriu jong ka snong balakum no kumno ka sorkar ka de ban lek kam kloi na ka banta ka ne ka jingking namar ka ne ka jingking kalabo ka jingma na ka banta yangi ka syong ka tau ringkat pat ka area barok away.
Empowering differently abled individuals with legal awareness, guidance and support to ensure their rights are upheld, an awareness program was organized for persons with disability at the Dorbar Hall of Maushud Village, Eastern West Khasi Hills District. Resource persons from various departments including the District Social Welfare Office, Block Development Office and DLSA delivered informative sessions during the event. The program also saw the active participation of teachers, students and community members. The leadership of Batao village today clarified their stand on the ongoing land dispute with neighboring village Pinurkba and to refute recent allegations made against them. Speaking to reporters, Batao headman Dehok Sumer discussed claims made by Pinurkba that residents of Batao had entered the disputed area with weapons, causing fear and reportedly leading to the illness of a Pinurkba resident. Sumer strongly condemned the accusations, stating they were baseless and an attempt to defame Batao.
Jingkeno jangan senang pun urba, ia ka bang yoi dan bah tidak pakai keluar menenin. Kalau ke jingkeno jangka bah kesenang batau hak aku sal teri mentau benai. Kalawan hak tu bercakap hak jingkeno kiba ngikum kesenang ngiwan ra kitiar ban mensau pak kunjuru bah nilai penting pesmet yang tu nong senang kamdan keno ka adaptation kaba kumbala keno namar bangi kum kusung batau ngiklam kita ru yang untuk nong senang namar kum kusung ka bajuyai da kalenti kabadai ngiyai tangko ke cimut ban pensange ya to baju pentai jengki hapo ko usal yang senang ban.
Now the weather report. In Tura, the minimum temperature stands at 25 degrees Celsius with the maximum temperature at 32 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 76% and the rainfall recorded was 6.2 millimeters. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature stands at 20 degrees Celsius, the maximum temperature at 24 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 83% and the rainfall recorded was 1.7 millimeters. Lastly, in Jowai, the minimum temperature stands at 20 degrees Celsius with maximum temperature at 24 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 87% and the rainfall recorded was 2 millimeters. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jowai indicates that a moderate rain and thunder shower is likely to occur at most places. Before we conclude, a recap of the headlines. Union Home Minister Amit Shah highlights Prime Minister Modi's resolve in response to terrorist attack during special discussion on Operation Sindoor. National Education Policy 2020 impacts positive changes in Meghalaya. Academicians hails NEP 2020 as harbinger of change. Meghalaya's Nomiwell Memorial School, named Best Prime Minister Modi Shri School, stands out for its exemplary report and commitment to educational transformation. And NGT constituted district-level task force confirms illegal minor mineral mining at Maukasiang at New Shillong Township. Dear viewers, with that, we come to the end of the news bulletin. For more updates, do join us tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Until then, good night.